Hi everyone, my name is Leslie Weber. I'm the program chair for the Occupational Therapy Assistant program here at Western. Normally we would meet with you face-to-face for this part of the program orientation, but this year's a little different. I wanted to do a short video just welcoming you to the program, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I do want to go over a few of the attachments that you were sent in an email. The first document that I would like to go over is the OTA program to-do list. This is a good list of things that you should be working on before you come to classes on September 8th. So first of all, you're going to need to register for fall courses. You should have received information on this. You also will be working with someone who can help you with that. In addition, you have this document that says the OT program curriculum. It's a list of all the classes that you'll take throughout your time as an OTA student. This is a document you've received, both this one and the next one. If you're registered for Activity Analysis Section 100, this is your schedule. And this is when your class times meet. If you're registered for Section 101, this is your schedule. Same classes, but activity analysis is split into two sections, so you'll meet later that day. Back to the OTA program to-do list. The next thing you want to start doing is accessing your student email account. You received an additional attachment which talked about password change instructions. This is how you get into your email for the first time. Just follow the instructions on this page and you should be able to have access to your email account. I encourage you to do this sooner rather than later because this is the primary means of communication that Lori, the other instructor, and I use to communicate with students. So if we have new information that we need to communicate to you, that will happen by email. The next step on the list is to complete online student readiness training. This is training that goes over things like how to use Blackboard. This is important to get you ready to be a good student in the fall. Students who have done this training seem to do better to adjusting to classes without having to also learn how to do some of the Blackboard operation. Number 4 says to complete health record requirements and post to Viewpoint. You will be receiving in May information on how to do this, but every OTA student has to be up to date on their immunizations and be CPR certified. We encourage students to do this prior to starting classes in the fall. You have to complete these requirements and you have to have proof that you've completed them. You will have to upload your proof of completion to the software program called Viewpoint. That won't be available until May, and so you'll be receiving more information on then. This attachment is tips for collecting CPR and immunization medical documents manager. It tells you more about that. It tells you potential resources, what some of the immunizations are that you'll need to provide evidence of. Lots of good information in here. Next, that is attached to your email, is a list of Western's offering for CPR classes. You'll notice that several of the earlier ones are canceled. The first available class is July 7th. You will have some choices in terms of what you want to take, when you want to take it. We encourage people to do this before they're in classes. Once you're in classes, it's harder to find time to manage homework and be able to do CPR. So we encourage you to do it, if at all possible, before you start classes. After the medical documents, number 5 is get textbooks for fall. So you have several pieces of information attached to your email. This one is getting your textbooks. It shows you where to go and how to find that on the website. So you can explore that. The next part that I wanted to point out to you is the student support services. Western puts a lot of time and effort into offering students services. So access services, if you are someone who needs accommodations, that's where you go for that. Career services, college advisors, counseling, equity and inclusion, PC services, I'm sure all of us have had to use that at one point or another. Other things, Learning Commons, that's the library, but they also have Writing Communication Center that can help you with papers if that's something that you are needing help with. Also, financial services. Western is committed to making sure that financial reasons are not the reasons that students are struggling in class. So all of these are student services. It's sort of a one-stop shop, all in one building. I would encourage you to go and see that brand new building. It's really a nice place, and it's all in one area. The last attachment that I wanted to point out was this is a parking map. Now, most of your classes for OTA will be at the Health Sciences Center. That is just off the Western campus and more on the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse campus. We share a building with the other OTR students, and so it's kind of a unique situation and beneficial for everyone to be able to collaborate in that way. But it's a little bit different parking. It is within walking distance if you get a Western parking permit and choose to park in the ramp, but there are other parking options, and this goes over some of those. I encourage you to look that over and make your plans for parking. Okay, that pretty much covers what I wanted to go over. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. We've gone over each parts of these steps and the corresponding attachments. I want to wish all of you good luck, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in the fall. Welcome to the OTA program.